Most other people, if not all, that I had known or were known to me were in the anti-intellectual camp. Universities for posh people, universities for people other than you. I think this university in particular has gone a great way to dispel all of those myths and all of those kind of misconceptions. It's not about that at all. You know, this is a place where people come to think and to know and to learn and develop knowledge that's going to have sort of meaningful applications in the real world. It's fantastic to be a part of that. Left school, bulldozer driver, manual labourer, security guard. It was probably a reflection of what I was brought up to expect, you know, was all I could hope for. And then I got involved in coaching and training, and then had kind of made the realisation that I could, I was quite interested in sort of using my mind. So I studied physiotherapy, and I just began to really enjoy learning and embracing new ideas. You know, before I know it, I was looking for universities that were offering either an MRes or a research-based course. Some of those were to be taken on site, some of those offered distance learning. But when it came to choosing Stirling, it was a combination of them offering me access to the programme in a way that worked for me. Some modules I'm coming up and attending, others are run virtually. From the off, I felt like the university was reaching out to me rather than I reaching out to the university.
Our MRes is designed to attract people who may have developed extensive clinical and professional skills. They may be teachers or policymakers, and they now want to have a flexible postgraduate experience where they feel that their skills go from one place to another place in a very short period of time. So in one full day, they might get exposed to about 4 or 5 different perspectives, knowledge bases and approaches to research. We're asking the students to make sense of some of that themselves, but we're also trying to show the diversity of health research, the diversity of our methods, client group or patient group needs, an insight into how complex, how interesting health research can be. Find your own way through it. We're here to support you.
People in practice need to be able to understand and engage with evidence like research studies, and also to use these skills if they're measuring the effectiveness of what they're doing. So I think the speakers, the lecturers, the academic team, there's a recognition that health research skills can be used in various ways, but that we want them to be used and applied in order to improve patient care, which is our ultimate aim.
I've been really, really impressed by the way in which the team have kind of brought the learning alive. It's not been a case of hitting the textbooks and producing essays. You know, they've come up with innovative ways for us to participate and interact, taking the module out of the classroom into the real world. We've got some really fantastic new innovative technologies that mean we can connect audibly and visually, we can exchange real-time information, we can work in teams. The research proposal that we've been working on recently, we've kind of been able to tap into that, you know, very, very heavily, and it's made the distance disappear really. It's been, you know, really enjoyable, really thought-provoking, and I think it actually sort of mirrors the reality of the world that I'm hoping to enter when I complete.
For quite a few of the students, this is the first learning experience they've had for some time. So things like WebCT, virtual learning environments is new to them, but they've still been very willing to embrace these technologies, and I think that the class has been very supportive of each other. And so somebody might be personally a little anxious about using WebCT, but they're getting support from us, but also from their peers. And you can see their professional networks have really developed as a result of being on the course, because they're collaborating and working with others in a similar field to them sometimes, but often in different areas, but they've still got a common interest, whether it's about improving patient care or research methods perhaps.
There's stuff outside of the course that's beneficial to me that I can kind of pick up from through, you know, meeting all these people from all these diverse backgrounds. So, you know, in addition to the value that I'm reaping from the course, I'm getting, you know, even more from the people that I'm meeting with.
Feels like we're learning together sometimes. Yes. It feels very warm, it's natural, and it feels fun. It feels like the kind of teaching that I want to be doing. Receptive people who feel that they want to be there and that it's important, even though they're busy, even though they've got a lot going on in their lives. They want to make the time to do this learning together.
Yeah. And that despite the hard work they put into it, that they actually enjoy the experience that they've had, even though they've worked hard to get that experience.
It's quite a journey up for me. I mean, I'm coming up from southeast, just outside of London. You know, that involves taking a plane up, bus journey, and then a train journey, and then another bus journey to get up here. But each and every time, I really don't stop and think about it as being something I have to endure to get here. I'm really excited about getting into the university and embracing the learning. If I was really lucky, I'd get the opportunity to come back here and work. You know, so strong is my affinity with the place. But you know, I've definitely made the realisation that there's so much more that I can do, and so many more employment opportunities that are open to me as a direct result of the, both competence and confidence that I've been developing, whilst at Stirling University.